So I designed that college, also handling the project during the construction phase, and during that process I came to know about the rules and regulations, met with the AICTE officials on behalf of that society, and I realized that I am also eligible to have an institution like this.
Today we have somebody who is a professional architect and a true educationist. I know the two paths are different, but this is what is interesting about this person. He is blessed with great enterprising and technical skills, high administrative and business acumen, and along with creating buildings and designs, he always had the spirit of serving the cause of higher education, for which he ventured into the field of education and healthcare as an entrepreneur. He has promoted one institution after the other, and all within a span of about 19 years. Let us now welcome Mr. Shashikant Singhi, the founder of Purnima Group Jaipur and JIET Group of Institutions Jodhpur and Medipulse Hospital Jodhpur. Mr. Singhi.
Hello, Cheta.
Hi sir, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
What an impressive resume. Please have a seat. Yeah, please. So sir, how are you feeling to be on a set like this? Did you do some makeup today?
Not much, but yes, I am prepared for this.
You know, I think we should celebrate people who are working in education because they are really building our country, and we can be glamorous sometimes. I've done a little bit of makeup.
We should be.
I think so too.
And let's be positive about it.
Yeah, and we thought we'll like. How do you like this set, which is made by the team?
Fantastic.
Yeah, you like it?
Particularly the location of an university for a program like this.
Yeah, why not? You know, we believe
Very
in
impressive.
education, and why? And a lot of the work has been done by the students here.
I can understand that. I was received by a student.
But I want to talk about you today mainly, which is like somebody who's an architect who is working with buildings and bricks and cement and blueprints. How does that person become an educationist where you start working with people? How did that journey happen for you?
When I try to find differentiators of my life, there are two. One is Mumbai as a city where I spent 5 years of my education getting architecture degree. So that city taught me how to live with difficult situations and how to work with least possible sources. So that is how I came to realize my potential, and architecture as such is a branch of study where you have to touch human lives, you have to touch, as you said, cement and concrete, but finally your product is examined and used by people in general in society, and there it has to have acceptance. So architecture made me a little versatile. Architecture practically taught me how to finish the work which is accepted by the society. And once I started doing it, it became a habit. And then any kind of project or a task given to me, I have the same philosophy. And finally, till now, I have done around 11 projects and succeeded almost in each one of them.
Oh wow, that is really quite a journey, and I want to show you something on screen. Let's see what's
Great.
there.
There are two different characteristics that define my father and who he is today. One is the ability of being humble and agile at the same time. 35 years, 3 different industries, architect, educationist, and now leading a tertiary care hospital. For him, it's always the road less taken which has made all the difference.
Sri Shashikant is a unique, well-focused personality. He is a renowned educationist who works with enthusiasm, dedication, and full commitment.
Second, and one of the most important quality, is his ability to decentralize and democratize. It's always the board that takes decision at Purnima and never an individual, even if it's my dad.
So that was interesting.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but like when you first started, this was the 80s. You started this?
No, the first educational institution was year 2000 when I started Purnima College of Engineering, our flagship institution.
Okay. So in the late 90s, you must have been doing the work for it, and
Yes, we started working. It's an interesting story.
yeah, did you face any barriers?
It is, I would say, destiny. So I was invited to design an engineering college in down south, a place called Valajapet near Ranipet, around 100 kilometers from Chennai. So I designed that college. I then was also handling the project during the construction phase, and during that process I came to know about the rules and regulations, met with AICTE officials on behalf of that society, and I realized that I am also eligible to have an institution like this. And since our state was not having any private institution at that time, so I thought I should take a lead. And that was probably the thought where I was able to attract students from rural backgrounds to make their career on world level.
Well, you may be happy to see this because we have someone on the screen with the message.
Great.
Purnima is not only an organization, but it is a brand name in higher and technical education in Rajasthan.
So the major reason of choosing Purnima was first that it was amongst the top private colleges. It was almost the first rank in Jaipur, and another was the quality education which it was famous for.
Our very own Sri Shashikant Singhi sir believes in transparency. This pristine legacy of complete transparency assures my parents and me as well that I am in fine hands. I am nothing but proud to be a part of this institution. The journey so far has been overwhelming and exciting, and I am thrilled to see what's yet to come.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very nice. I mean, tell us about the people who've been part of your journey. Like, it's a long journey now, 20 years,
Yes.
19 years you said. Who are some of the key instrumental figures in your life that have made this possible?
If I look back, I divide my whole journey in three parts. So part one, where I was up to my graduation of architecture, my father was the source of inspiration. He was the one who led my life from front, who taught me everything by doing it himself. The honest, dead honest person, a teacher by profession, and he would teach 10 students right till 11 o'clock in the evening, and he would never charge any student any fees for that. So his principles were sufficient for us to follow, and we followed. Second part of our journey through architecture, we had a group of architects, and we were surviving, fighting for our survival, and finally we made a good living. But then when I got the opportunity of starting an education institution, then I said, why not? This is the noble job which one should do.
Do you have any role models in life, or is there a role model in your life?
My father is one.
Yeah.
And then when I started this institution, the first principal of Purnima College of Engineering, who ultimately became the chairman of the Purnima group, and who was literally my boss, I learned through these 19 years of my life from him. So Dr. S.M. Seth, who was earlier director of National Institute of Hydrology, Roorkee, he is the one who taught me how to build educational institutions. He is the one who told me what is right and what is not right, and who ensured that I don't do things which are not justified. even if I get a lot of monetary benefit or any commercial output from that. He says, no is no, only good things will survive for a long time, and the student is our ultimate focus.
Talking about your personal life, I mean, this is of course now you're entrepreneur or educationist. What were you like as a child, as a student? Any particular memory of your childhood you remember?
I'm a very straight line person. So, during my studies also, I was quite focused to whatever I wanted to do. A very formal relationship with friends and not engaged into many social activities. But whatever I decided about my career and the objectives of life, I was absolutely on track with them.
But I mean, you've been working hard, you've been studying and working, you've been building one institution after the other. Do you get any free time? Do you get time to be with your family or to have some time for yourself? What do you do for fun besides opening another college or hospital?
I'm not a fun-loving person per se.
Or work is fun for you?
Yes, work is worship. I keep on working, and if I'm engaged in work, even on Sundays, I feel very happy. So that is.
If you just have, what do you do? Do you go on vacations with?
Yes, I go. I go.
You get very bored there?
Yeah, I mean that is a requirement, so I fulfill.
Okay.
So we all are individuals for ourselves, and then we come together as a family. So everybody is a perfectionist in my family. Everybody has his or her interest, and they have performed to the level where people see like this. My wife is a cyclist. She just finished Paris-Brest, Paris 1,219 kilometers in 92 hours. And she is the first lady from India to have finished.
How many kilometers did she cycle?
1,219 kilometers.
Yeah, so that to give people some idea, that's like Delhi to Bombay, kind of like that.
It is almost like that.
Yeah.
Almost.
How old is your wife?
She is 54 now.
Okay, I have a lot of work to do. I mean, you're all overachievers.
We have individual targets. My
Individual
son,
targets.
yes. So she
the
has
family.
a target.
Yeah.
She is now preparing for London, Edinburgh, London, around 1,415 kilometers.
Very nice. I mean, you kind of answered it, but what makes Purnima Group a great place to study?
Purnima is basically a flexible organization. So you enter as anybody, whether you are good in language, whether good in science, whether not good in mathematics, whatever is your basic background. Once you become a Purnimite, we do the basic homework and at least one and a half months of orientation to make those gaps filled through our orientation program. So the students who come from rural background, they get adjusted to all those new teaching methodologies, and once students reach to that level, then they start running, and we just facilitate them with teachers, technologies and supports, and they do miracles.
As before we leave, one last, any message you want to give to the youth?
See, it's very simple, but I think we should be true to ourselves. Whatever we are saying, whatever we do, whatever we reflect to the society has to be true from inside. And if you are true, then nobody can stop you. You keep progressing and have your intentions very clear. Society has to be first beneficiary of whatever you are doing. You yourself and your family is secondary.
Okay, that's great. It has truly been wonderful talking to you. And before I let you go, we have this little tradition of taking a picture on our photo hanger wall. I'll give you a little memento.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you so much once again for coming.
Thank you.
I'm sure you would all agree with me when I say that Mr. Shashikant Singhi is taking Indian education to newer heights. As long as educationists like him are setting an example for the youth, India has a promising future. This is me, Chetan Bhagat, signing off for today. Keep watching Education Evangelist of India, powered by Great Place to Study, streaming on Forbes India www.purnamaeducation.com. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.